My boy Chick in the building.
I don't know what it is. On Money Gang. What's going on? What's going on, Lake County?
All day.
What's going on?
I'm gonna try to start off in the beginning from what I know.
Right.
But I do want to ask you this: what is you? Do you rep the set? Do you rep the go? Everybody want to know, man, because everybody say you from the set. Some people say you from the go. Which one is officially for you?
I'm from the go. Look, this I'm gonna settle it one time on. It's always BG. Mm-hmm. He want me to claim the set so hard. Stay dumb fly. He want me to claim the set so hard. But I left the set when I was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. I ain't lived on the set since I was 5 years old. My mama moved us to the go. I was 8. I've been in the go since I was 8. I'm finna be 33 years old, man. Mm-hmm. Anything and everything I know and learned is from the go. Mm-hmm. Now, what confused him a lot and make him think I'm from the set, back when I was on the drill team drumming, I still was coming through the set, still on the set. And they used to see me then, you know what I'm saying, like 6th grade, 7th grade or whatever. So he kind of probably thinking, oh, he was from the set then. Nah, I just was still sliding there. Right. That's where my family from. That's where my roots start. Right. I'm from the go, though. Right. You know?
Man, you've been through a lot of shit, bro. You've been through a lot of shit. I want to talk about your mom for a little bit, because your mom like a hood legend. You know what I'm saying? She like a legend, man.
Hey, that's the foundation right there. We could talk all day about that lady there.
How was your mom just growing up? How was that growing up in the household, and then correlated to you now, today? How did she help you through?
It got a lot to do with what's going on with me now. Like, you know, my mom ain't always been Dr. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to speak too much on it because, you know, due to her profession or whatnot, certain things, you know, whatever she want to share, she'll share or whatnot. But, yeah, my mama, you know, she made a transition that made me being at a transition. That's what influenced me a lot. Her and my Uncle Naj, the way they transitioned from that to business, men and women, and living a legit life, that's what made me like, okay, I could do it then. What am I scared for a while? You know, because for a while I was scared to make that transition, you know. I always been smart or whatever, and I knew I could do it, but you get so addicted to the lifestyle to where I compare this legit living to this, and the numbers wasn't adding up for me at first, but my mama, you know, the way she lived her life, man, that showed me you could do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, you know.
So when you started to go into the rap, a lot of people was kind of like, damn, Chick, you rap, you know what I'm saying? So why do you think some people were surprised that you rapped? Some people, a lot of people actually knew that you rap, but why do you think somebody was surprised? Like, yo, this nigga actually good, he could actually rap. But why do you think that? Because it was the other lifestyle that you was into so much. They're like, nigga, get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get that, though, because it's like rappers, if it wasn't for our lifestyles, what the hell they gonna rap about?
Right.
So that's an easy transition. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy way to transition and still somewhat have a post of what's going on in the lifestyle and live vicariously through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I first came home, like, at first I never looked at myself as a rapper or a rap nigga. Like, but we used to, the first time I ever went in the studio and recorded something, I say was 2004 when Lil Wayne dropped that first Carter. And we went in there to that murder capital, only way to survive is kill. We all went in there and we recorded to that. We freestyled to it. You know what I'm saying? It's me, Youngin. You know, Livy couldn't rap, but he was like Dame Dash. We let him talk some shit on the track. Trap Sinatra, this back when he was Dino. You know what I'm saying? And we went in there and we just fucked around with it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time rapping. But we used to stay sliding through Megadeth studio, just going in there, finding beats, going in there and rapping on it. We used to call ourselves YNIC, Young Niggas in Charge. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the label, we ain't really have an official label, but we used to call it Crack Track Records. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So I always had a thing for music. You know what I'm saying? I just never viewed myself as a rapper. And when I was in a joint, I had a celly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dutch. He was cold with it, and we'd be on lockdown, and we'd be talking about like my life story or whatever, everything I done been through or whatnot, leaving out certain shit, but we, you know what I'm saying, a broad range of it, and he'd be like, why you don't rap? This shit you live, this what niggas rapping. I'm like, man, I don't really do that rap shit. And so he had started writing some shit, and he like, man, bro, you should get on this with me. Help me write this. Help me do this hook.
Right.
And that's the one. The song ended up being, he ain't on the song though, but I got out and recorded it. Like,
Right,
fuck him.
right.
He still booked. Fuck him. This mine.
He's
You know
showing
what I'm saying?
love.
It was
Right,
that
right.
Never Forgotten.
Okay.
That song I did for Led and them. My nigga, you could never be forgotten while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I did that in Nitra Closet. Yeah. That's the first, when I first started taking rap serious, that's the first place I recorded.
Wow.
In Nitra Closet on Broadway. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me a little bit about Livy. Livy is a name that everybody hears. You're from North Chicago, Waukegan, Zion, Gurnee. Tell me a little bit about Livy. He's a legend now, and he passed away. But tell me a little bit about how he was when he was alive. And
I gotta take a sip to that one.
absolutely.
Livy. Let me see, man. I'm gonna start with this, you know. When I was gone and come home and I hear everybody screaming Livy boys and all that, at first I used to get offended. Like, these niggas ain't even know my homie. They ain't know my homie. And then the more I sat back and thought about it, it's like, niggas don't know Larry Hoover.
Right.
And they scream Larry Hoover.
Right.
Niggas don't know Jeff Ford. You know what I'm saying? They ain't know them top dogs and they scream them names, right?
Right.
And I had to let that soak in. Like, my nigga was a legend out here. Like, that's all in respect. They ain't doing it to try to clout. A lot of niggas look, how y'all trying to clout. It ain't clout. That's respect. You know what I'm saying? It was respect. Like, Livy was the first person I met out here. Him, Floyd, Harden, and Fabian. Them was my first friends when I moved to North Chicago. And it started off, I mean, how most friendships start, like, we ain't like each other. They ain't like me. I was a Waukegan nigga.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
We fought.
Right.
And from there, it was like, next day at school, you know what I'm saying? I ain't back down to whatnot, going to high school. And the next day at school, they just was my homies from there forward. And Livy, that's him and Youngin. Like, I'm still in tune with a lot of my homies from when we were shorties, but Livy and Youngin always been the types to, I guess because of the way I am, I don't try to outshine nobody or make myself, it's me. I'm always about team, right? But they always the ones who always told me, man, you got it. Take it. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to. I'm front line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they always encourage me, you bigger than this, bro. You bigger than this. And Livy, he was just that one dude that everybody respected and everybody loved. I don't know not one person in this world who ever had one bad thing to say about Livy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always saluted him at like front line. Like, bro, nah, this is your position because a lot of people don't like me for the wrong reasons.
Why? Why didn't think people like?
If we want to go back to gang shit, right? You know, like, I snapped and put and did what I had to do as far as standing on my own too, but a lot of people feel like I came from something else, you know what I'm saying? That whole pancake thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, my big brother, they was GD, my whole family GD, my big brother, daddy, we done been over there, and calls from Larry Hoover that came through while we was there, right? And like, he'll let us talk to the old man, like, yeah, this, and just by me growing up, that being a part of it, naturally, that's what came with it. Like,
But
yeah.
you've seen a lot of that though. Like, I hear a lot of stories about somebody was just around another situation that they was associated with, and people would assume that's just who they with. Was it more that, or was it?
Nah, I ain't gonna just set it and say, oh, I grew up so people assume. I'm not gonna say assume.
Right.
I was throwing up rakes at
Okay.
one point in life. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or nothing.
Right.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around that, and that's what it was. My brother daddy, he was up there. He was on the phone with everybody. I grew up throwing up rakes as a preteen. When I got to high school, like Livy and them, they always been my homies. You know what I'm saying? We was babies. You know, we third grade. I never heard of before. I knew what a GD and the Vice Lord was. I never heard of nothing. I was from the set.
Right.
I knew what a GD and the Vice Lord was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so they always, for the longest, they were trying to pull me along. I'm like, we homies. It don't matter what I am. You know what I'm saying? Then it came to a certain point. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I started meeting, like, guys like Solo, Mousy, You know what I'm saying? Guys like that, and it's like, damn, this the lifestyle I always wanted to live. You know what I'm saying? Like this what it is. When I met Solo, I'm like, yeah, I want to be a foe, cause he got all the money. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want right here. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna sugarcoat it like I was around GD, so people assume I was at GD. I threw up rakes.
Right.
But when I got around them foes, I'm like, this is it.
Right.
This the lifestyle for me right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went.
Not going into too much detail, because this interview is about you.
Yeah.
But also the history of what happens in Lake County with a certain gang versus another gang. This has been something that's been around since forever. You know, a lot of people say it started from this. A lot of people say it started from that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole situation? If you could just put it all in one sentence.
I wish it never happened. I wish I had anger management back then. Like, I think we'd be rich right now. Both sides. Them and us, we'd be rich right now. If that never happened, and to think it happened over $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people try to assume it was over a female or this, that, and the third. No, it happened over a dice game. Like, if you want to, the crazy part, it's a Cain and Abel story, right? Because we was like this with Law and them. We used to go to parties and walk Keegan and Zion, Law and them coming with us. It's us. If they act up, we gonna tear this bitch up. If they don't want to let the go in, we gonna tear this bitch up together. It was always like that with us. And then a $10 dice game kind of made niggas fall back, and then all that other shit kicked off. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers doing 20, 30, 40 years behind it. You know what I'm saying? We got good guys who ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Over nothing at all. Like, if I could rewind time and go back, that's one of the moments I say, hold on, all right, you can have that $10. Yeah, I crapped out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, pride getting the way in, that shit don't never mix. You know what I'm saying?
How much is your music influenced by some of those situations? Obviously, like you said, some brothers is fallen soldiers, some brothers is locked up. But how much is your music influenced by those moments that you was in the mix, going back and forth, things was going on? People can hear that in your music today.
All my music. But it don't be like, you know, a lot of people gloat, right? A lot of mine, when I think back on those times, it come remorse. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's more struggle come from that. Then I ain't trying to clout like King Von. I fuck with his music. You know what I'm saying? I was King Von before King Von. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people gloat on it. But I look back and reflect like, damn, these moments, if this thing happened, how would this be? How would that be? You know what I'm saying? So me and my mama butt heads a lot about my music, right? That's how I know my shit so real. We butt heads. And it be like, Mom, expressing myself. And she be like, well, goddamn it, leave certain shit out. They don't need to know everything. And that's how I know I'm real. Like, my mama don't want me to put the whole story out there just yet. You know what I'm saying? But that lets you know my shit authentic. It ain't me trying to live a different lifestyle or rap about nobody else's lifestyle. Like, I appreciate all these rappers. It's a lot of niggas who could rap and tell a story. I love that shit. But what's bad is when you telling your own story.
Right.
When you telling another nigga's story, you know what I'm saying? That's cool too. But tell it third person. Don't tell it like it's your story. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to tell another nigga's story. Some niggas ain't here to tell their own story. When we rap about Livy and Canava and Weasel and all them, we telling their story third person, but we letting it be known it's third person. We ain't gonna rap their story like it's our own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of family, I remember having a conversation with you a while back. You
Right.
brought up your brother.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your brother.
Shit. You know, I still ain't got a tattoo of him yet, right? It's like, and I done had plenty of tattoos since, but it's like, when my brother died, he had just did like 2-3 years and came home, and then I went to jail. So we was already apart for a few years, right? So when I got locked up and got that call about the situation, sometimes it still don't feel real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still ain't sunk in like my brother dead. But I see him every time I go to my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to grave sites to visit people who there. But in 1830, we don't believe in them grave sites. Cremate me, you gonna see me every day. You know what I'm saying? So my brother at home right now. Both of my brothers, you know what I'm saying? They at home. on that stand. And man, I don't know. I guess a lot of my player ways come from my brother. Like I was insecure growing up, right? Like a lot of females, he dark skinned, he got big lips, this, that, and the third. And like if I like a girl, but I won't say nothing to her, my brother would get mad at me. Like go say something. I'll be like, no, she ain't. And he'd be like, if you don't say nothing to her, you're not gonna get it. So if she turn you down, you're not gonna get it. What is there to lose?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like my player ways, I learned a lot of that from my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? I was the gangster street nigga. Like I used to fight a lot of his physical battles. You know what I'm saying? But man, ain't nobody like him.
If you could go back 10 years from now and talk to Chick, what would you say to him? I say 15 years. What would you say?
I was finna say 10 years from now.
Let's say
I'd told
15
her, I'd have been like, nigga, you eating too many dips. 15 years. All right. What'd that take me? 33. 10. Oh,
Teenager.
All right. 19-year-old chick, right? If I could talk to myself then, I'd have been realized my potential and my influence. I'd have used my influence in the right way. At the time, what I was doing, my influence was right. But in the overall view of it, in the long run, no. You know what I'm saying? Because any leader, in order for you to be a great leader, everybody under you got to succeed in life and be in a good position. And it's a lot of people who was under me who ain't here right now to feel this freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I led in that lifestyle the right way, but I didn't lead in the overall view of life the right way, right? Like they'll be right here at this interview with me, like, yeah, bro, we here. You know what I'm saying? So everything I did, I always did great. But what I was doing wasn't great. So I tell myself, like, bro, look at the people who look up to you, who believe every word you say, who gonna follow every step you take. You gotta think smarter and move smarter. I never made nobody do nothing or convinced nobody to do nothing I wouldn't do, but I led people astray by my own ignorance, right? So, you know, I revisit that.
That's deep. When you using music as a vessel, do you feel like when your mother's telling you like, yo, slow down, did you think that helps you when you tell a story, that helps you like to kind of let go of whatever may have happened or whatever you thought of? Like somebody may listen to a song like, damn, I didn't know that happened. But does that help you at that time to tell that story out?
Yeah, that's my therapy. Like me and my mama had a whole disagreement about it. And she like, why you saying this? Why you saying that? Right? And I'm like, this is my therapy. You're a therapist. My therapy ain't going to talk to somebody that I don't know. My therapy is going here and expressing myself. Like one of the biggest fallouts about my music me and my mama had, and it could be a misconception, right? In one of my songs, I said, crack baby, mama raised me, right? And she like, nigga, I ain't never did no crack. What the hell you talking about? And I'm like, no, maybe I didn't do good in explaining that part, right? But it was more so, when I say crack baby, it don't matter if your mama did crack, your daddy, whoever raising you, did it, right? I was born in the era of crack, so if my neighbor did crack, it affected me. If the lady who sell cookies down the street did crack, it affected me in some way. If she got kids and I'm in school with them, if they steal my shoes out the locker or steal my lunch to feed themselves, it affected me in some way. So that's why I say crack baby. No, my mama never did no drugs or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? My mama was a hustler. But you know, I had to explain that to her, and she like, well, why you can't say that way in the song? I'm like, it don't rhyme.
Right.
You know, it don't rhyme, mama. This way is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the state of back? Because I like talking to you because I can go back and then bring it back to where I'm at right now. Where we at right now.
Yeah.
The state of rap, like you said, 10 years ago, when I ain't gonna say 10 years ago, let's say 13 years ago, Broadway bussing, people outside.
Oh my God, we would have been on right now.
Set bussing.
We would have been on right now.
Okay.
We would have, Lake County would have been on with the music right now if we could go back to 2004, 2002, and the talent that's here right now, and the people who rapping. we would be on right now. But it's like so much done happen, and it's a small area, and it's like the people that shut us down. You know what I'm saying? Them people that shut us down. So if we rap about certain shit, the motherfucker might look like ain't shit happening in Lake County. Cause you could ride down Broadway, you don't see no geekers, you don't see no cluckers, nothing like that. Right. You don't see bodies dropping or nothing like that. But if we can go to that point, it was fun. Minus the violence, it was fun. It was a fun lifestyle, and I feel like we'd have been on right now by that. You know what I'm saying? So
why do you feel like that though?
Because it's like a lot of times when I rap, that's what I go to. I go back to those times. I'm not really in the present when I rap a lot of times. That's why you don't hear me rapping about the money and the constant. I go back to the struggle. The struggle is what I'm gonna remember most. You know what I'm saying? A nigga can be rich, lose that shit, whatever. That shit be temporary. You remember them hard times a lot more. It was a lot of hard times in there, but it was good times. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my first time losing a friend, a homie, I was 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that hit, and then I correlate that with school. That's the same time I dropped out of school. My homie got killed, dropping us off to, it was me, Youngin, and Michi, dropping us off to homecoming, 2002. 2002, we kicking it with him right before homecoming. We get teed up, he drop us off to our rental, and then we have a ball, go home, then police knocking on doors. Y'all was some of the last people with Boogie. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And so that affected me hard then, like damn. And still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like I lost my first homie at 16.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What does that trauma do to you? I mean, a lot of people outside the neighborhood could say, well, you know, poverty, you know, violence, blah, blah, blah. But firsthand, you losing your homie at that young age, is it? Are you numb to it now because it's happened so many times? How has that affected your
It don't numb you. Some make you cry more than others, right? You feel them all. But certain shit, it's like I don't cry when I can understand the situation, right? Like if I lose a uncle or an older person, it's like, damn, I'm gonna miss you. But this is the process of life. When you get older, you die. So it's easier for me to understand. But when it's a situation like Weasel died, bro didn't even never drove a car. He didn't know how to drive, and you die in a car accident. That hit different.
Right.
Livy didn't have no enemies, and you get shot 13 times. That type of shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? Then we into it. Bro got blew down. It's like, damn, bro gone. But you can understand it. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it hit different. Like, G Herbo just named that title of his album the best thing ever. Yeah. PTSD. Because that shit real for street niggas. That shit real. Like, I was at work, right? And they dropped a tray. And the sound it let off by it being like 15, 20 trays. It's like rapid. And I'm like, and they like, you good?
Like naturally,
that's PTSD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like gunshots. You know what I'm saying? The case I'm still on house arrest for right now. You know what I'm saying? I was in a bad situation. I worked my body to the fullest and fell asleep in the car. Them police busting that window, that PTSD kicked in. Somebody shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is real. It's real. Like, it affects me. You know what I'm saying? I don't react to them all the same, or may not physically show that. You know what I'm saying? I like to express myself more through song and in person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't never seen me cry. I cry. You know, I'm human. I cry. You know what I'm saying?
Do you desire to be famous, or do you desire to be wealthy off of the fame that you could get if it come with it?
What do you mean? I mean,
like, do you desire to be famous? Like, a lot when you rap.
Do I want everybody to know me?
Yeah, but mostly what I'm asking is, like, most guys who come from a certain environment, they don't desire the fame, they desire the money. Like, the fame just gonna come with it. I'm only in it for the money. So would you say you in it for the money more than the fame, or the fame more for the money?
Oh shit! Fame is a dangerous word, right? Because that's the same as trying to clout. Like but the way you explaining it to me is like, yeah, I want everybody to know my story. I want everybody to know my story and be like, yeah, them niggas did it. Them niggas did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, I want that check that come with it, nigga. I didn't quit selling. I didn't quit hustling for nothing. I need some income.
Right.
I want that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be the richest nigga. That's what a lot of people look at that and be like, Jay-Z money, woo. Jay-Z can't spend all that money.
Right.
Yo Gotti can go do whatever the fuck Jay-Z can, and he a whole lot of millions and billions less than what he got. So it ain't about the money amount. I just want to be able to do what the fuck I want to do every day. I don't want to never have to tell my kids or my grandkids, no, wait, if they want something. I want to, you deserve it. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want my mama to quit working. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I want the check that come with it, but more so, I want that legacy. So when people see my grandson and my granddaughter 20 years from now, they can be like, oh, you Bandana kids, you know, not chick, fuck that.
Right.
I don't want them knowing that.
Right.
I'm gonna explain it to them at some point in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and express that with them. But I want them to be like, yeah, Bandana, yeah,
Why,
Brim.
but why not embrace that? Why not? Because chick is. I heard a chick when I first moved to Chicago, and I didn't even know who you were. Why not take that persona and say, you know, I'm going to use this as my rap name? Why didn't you do that?
Because it's like, to me, what ended me carrying the name Chick, right, was that car accident. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Holly. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm like, I want to put my past behind me. I want to move on from. Because when I was in that courtroom for that trial, that's all they talked about. They didn't talk about the accident and it being an accident. They didn't talk about me as a father. They didn't talk about none of that. Everything they wanted to use to sway that jury was Chick. You see what I'm saying? But and that name, like, it's in the record books. It's in the police. Like that shit don't say Tyron Patrick. When that name come up, it say Tyron Chick Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that name is synonymous with bullshit. You know? That I can't blame it on nobody else because that's the lifestyle I lived and I brought that about myself. But I want to transition from that. You know what I'm saying? Because that brought and it came from a nice place, that name. My mama gave me that name when I was born before she named me Chickadee. You know what I'm saying? She said I looked like a wet chicken when I came out. So it was Chickadee. Right. And when I moved to the Go, they shortened it. You know what I'm saying? They just started calling me Chick. You know what I'm saying? So big ups and respect to that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the last thing my nigga Libby called me. He don't know Brim. He wasn't here for Brim. The Brim effect started after. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to put it behind me. Brim got a meaning, though. It's an acronym. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Brim, B-R-I-M, born ready, instantly motivated. I was born ready for everything that came my way. And everything, all the disappointment and slam doors, all that shit motivated me. I was motivated instantly. So that's where the name and shit come from right there. Right. So yeah, Chick, it's over with. You kind of got a interesting story now. We talk about you being a grandfather right now. Yeah. You're the youngest grandfather ever, right? I mean, I was the first. I was the first one to be a daddy too. Right. It's only right I'm the first one to be a granddaddy. Right. You know. How was having kids just in general change your approach when you were doing what you were doing even till today? How did it change your approach? Having kids, my kids. I love my kids to death. I do anything for them, die for them, starve for them, whatever. But me having kids didn't change my lifestyle. And me and my daughter argued about that one time. We was having a conversation, and she like, all you care about is the twins. And I'm like, no. She like, you changed for them. You didn't change. You didn't love your kids enough to change for us. And I'm like, I was stuck for a minute, right? And it's like, no, I changed for them twins. That come from my love for you. That's what you need to understand. I understood the mistakes I made as a father, thinking that gifts and always being financially available was it. And I realized I needed to make a change, you know what I'm saying, when that came about. So my kids, as much as I love them, no, I'd have been thugging forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? But me knowing in order for my daughter to be successful, I had to be available. That's what forced it. Transferring the conversation a little bit to
rap, I had Mojo give me his top 5.
My boy, Mojo, that's my boy. We talk on we you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
I want to hear your top 5 in Lake County artists right now, and you can put yourself in if you want to.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Let me see, top 5 Lake County. That's the spot right there. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy, like, who taught me the most, who I gotta put on there, and I wish things was different right now, and he could, you know, reset. BoyLosCrazy. That's my top dog of Lake County, bro. Like, the nigga, man, when it comes to this music shit, and how much he studied it and learned it, bro, if anybody who was doing this music, like, in the good and bad way, he the DMX of Lake County rap. That's the DMX of Lake County rap. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put him. This ain't in no order. I gotta put him on there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I seen the Mojo interview and now I understand why he was like, "You over there, you over there." I ain't gonna put. I'm gonna mention you, but you in a different category. So I'm gonna go off that platform a little bit. Low over there, Trap Sinatra, he's over there. Business side of it, all that, the whole works. Trap, he put up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, cause it's a couple top dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, Mojo. But he relevant, right? Like, bro got it. He got it for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, he putting on, and I like how he came out like, I'm the king, you know what I'm saying? So every time I approach him, I say, zookeeper. I call him the zookeeper. They call Zion the zoo. You the zookeeper. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with bro shit heavy. But if you want to talk niggas who got it, who if they keep that drag and put us there, gotta give it to my little nigga BrimLoe, man. I gotta, man, him Bub, I love his shit because he's so different. He not no wave rider. You would swear this nigga was from Cali. You would swear him and Wiz like this. You know what I'm saying? But because his shit's so different, and that's what I like, niggas who different. We ain't trying to ride that Chirac wave. Right. Come on, man, this Lake County. We got our own image. We got all that shit. Yeah, that's right up the street, but come on. We riding with our own wave. So Bub, one of my favorite, because he different. Ain't no nigga in Lake County rap like him, act like him, look like him. Lyrically and the way this nigga come up with songs, it gotta be Bub, BrimLoe. Like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there. I fuck with Lil Ray. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Lil Ray. Let me see. Man, this is a tight punch. This a tight one. Well, I done gave you 2, 3,
4.
I done gave you 4. Alright, I fuck with BoyLosCrazy shit.
Nah, man, don't pick
you
me.
Hear
man.
me? I fuck with BoyLosCrazy shit.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with your shit. You know you in your own lane. Everybody need that Tory Lanez of the land type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's a lot. It's so many people out here. You know what I'm saying? That, damn, if I had to write it down, it'd be better. Right. But it's so many people out. Like, I love everything coming. It's a couple niggas who need to move out the way. You know what I'm saying? As far as land, but I fuck with it. Like, right now, I swear to God, right before I came here, I was thinking about some shit. Like, I want to do that. Remember that song Ludacris and them did, that Welcome to Atlanta? I want to do a Lake County. I would need a nigga from Waukegan. I'm the go nigga, and I need a nigga from Zion. And I want to do that joint. You know what I'm saying? But
that'd be hot.
Yeah, it's a lot of artists out here who I fuck with the long way. You know what I'm saying? Justo, I fuck with Justo shit. Everybody, like, if you look at my phone, my playlist be mostly Lake County shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all right here. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite artist, I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Besides me being biased, the own money. You know what I'm saying? Mojo. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? I see bro putting on, and I like how he like, fuck it, I'ma just say it, nigga. Right. This my land. Right. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It motivate me. You know, I ain't no young buck no more. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get in there and put my stamp down now. You know. You
just shot a video, Rugrats of Lake County. How did you come up with that song?
Lake County Rugrats.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You know, the original version, the King Von and Sam Santana, like that beat. When I first heard that shit, it's like it did something to my soul. And that's how I rap on shit. I don't just get something to be like, yeah, that beat nice. It gotta do something to my soul. I gotta feel it.
Right.
I gotta really be able to. If I can't just listen to this beat without lyrics to it, or you know what I'm saying, a person recording on it, I don't want it. If I could just ride and listen to this beat and it can put me in a certain mode, that's how I get it. You know what I'm saying? So my little homie BrimLoe, he like, man, bro, send me some beats, bro. I'm trying to tee up. And I sent him that beat. And he had sent me a snippet. You know what I'm saying? And him rapping to it. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get on that. You know what I'm saying? In his verse, he say that, fuck that, Lake County Rugrat. Pop out with some ones in the Cubs hat. I'm like, oh yeah, hold on, no, you ain't finna record this by yourself. Hold on. Give me 5 minutes in this corner real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I went and put my shit together, you know what I'm saying? And instantly I knew it was one of them things, cause it's like when I put little snaps of it on my Snapchat or whatever, and everybody like, hey, damn, okay, when y'all dropping? And I'm like, when we shot the video, we wasn't supposed to do that video. That was last minute, like, okay, what's something that, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to shot the Own Money introduction with all of us on that. You know what I'm saying? But things happened to where it couldn't happen. So it's like, what's the most ready song we got right now?
Right.
And we went with that one. You know what I'm saying? And he came up with the whole idea. I've been said North Chicago High School. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have a snap that everybody gonna know exactly where you from the land.
Right.
And when we got there, he jumped on top of the bus. Like, come on, we up here. And I'm like, I don't know if that's illegal. Man, we up here. And shit, man, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Lake County Rugrats.
Absolutely. So I asked Mojo the same question I asked you, man. 2020, summer's gonna be crazy. Like I said, everything gonna be pent up. Everything gonna explode. What could people be looking out for? You, Lake County Rugrats definitely just popped. I said like 8,000 views right now, which is dope.
Yeah.
But what else do you got coming along
8K.
with the label, everything? With the
Own Money, the whole Own Money thing. That's, you know, I think that's finna come as far as the album for us all. You know what I'm saying? But my solo loyalty over everything, that's finna come. That's finna come real soon. Like, that's what I'm finna try to tee the sum up with. Like right now, it's a couple songs I'm working on, trying to reach out. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot. It's not enough female artists from the land. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's kind of was missing. And I finally, you know what I'm saying, reached out to somebody, and they was feeling this track I sent them. So that's what I'm finna kick the summer off with. It's like a his and hers joint. You know what I'm saying? So the ladies can get behind it, the fellas, and it's gonna be thing. You know what I'm saying? So you could bet on it. It's finna happen this year. Like Mojo say, 2020 something finna be hot. Somebody gonna pop from the land this year. Somebody finna pop from the land. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the ones who take it serious, we really starting to see, like with doors slamming and denials and acceptance. And you know, for a long time I used to be like, why won't the land? What's up? Why my video only doing 500? I got 5,000 friends on Facebook. At least that should see it. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to realize some people are attracted to me and my page, not because of the music, maybe because of my personal lifestyle. So they interested in that. Everybody is not a music fan. Everybody is not a hip hop fan. And so when I got out of that, man, when the land gonna get behind me shit, that's how this one doing that. Like, I start reaching out beyond Lake County. You know what I'm saying? Saying, look, this is what we do. But I always let it be known, Lake County. I don't even say North Chicago because I don't want people to think I'm from Chicago. I say Waukegan before I say, like, on certain shit when they say location, where are you from? I put Waukegan because I don't want it to be mistaken from Chicago, because I want us to have our own identity. You will never hear me saying I'm from Chirac on nothing or rapping Chicago because I'm not from there. I go there to shop and eat, and I was locked up with a lot of niggas from there. Other than that, I'm a Lake County nigga, so I just say Lake County. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole, it's a collective whole, and I think that's how we gonna shoot. You see them niggas in Atlanta, they up right now. Why? Because they'll go over here and shoot a song or a video with buddy, you know what I'm saying, and not be competing. I'm better than you. Your numbers ain't. No, they link up. Let's rep the land. And now Chicago starting to do that. Right. See G Herbo and Lil Durk and them, they working with everybody from Chicago, and now they starting to tick. They starting to get that national exposure now. Mm-hmm. So when Lake County artists start to realize that we not in competition with each other, our time gonna come. And I think that's gonna happen now. Because it's the right niggas really pushing. Mojo, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He pushing for the zoo. Me, you know, Trap, he going places doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's the right niggas that's going to help bring it along.
Straight up. I appreciate you coming through, man. It was a great interview. Great
appreciate
interview. Let the people know where they can get you at on social media, all that stuff.
Man, all right. Facebook, I'm Brimington St. Patrick. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Bandana_Brim. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, BrimLoe the Prince, everything together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, add me, man. Fuck with me, man. I'm doing it for the land. That's all I can say. I'm doing it for the land. I ain't doing it for me. I'm doing it for us. You know what I'm saying? Own money gang. That's how we rocking.
You are now listening to the #1 show in Lake County, The Crazy Riot Show.
Diamonds, peekaboo. Ooh, I done for the crew.